Okay, beautiful people, welcome back to my channel. I'd like to apologize in advance for my voice. It's pretty bad. Had a bit of a bad day yesterday, and my voice has suffered for it. Lots of screaming, but anyway, this video is going to be about balance. Maybe not. I'm not too sure what I'm going to actually title this video, but it's about. It is about whether version 44.3 is balanced. But it's more so about why you shouldn't always cry foul about imbalance. So to start off with, version 44.3 came out. A lot of heroes have been changed, and a lot of them have been buffed significantly. Some have been changed in ways that have got the community absolutely screaming. The ones that are screaming about people that got buffed, like Kwong or Shinbi or Feng Mao or Rampage, you know, the heroes that were already very strong that didn't need any buffs whatsoever. That's fine, that's warranted. I honestly do not know why this has happened. It seems very, very silly. But there is a large portion of the community that is very upset about the phase Narbash changes, more so the phase changes. Because they love the fact that she was so strong and she's been nerfed due to the fact that she no longer gives passive health regen through her link. She only heals when she spams an ability, and it's not classed as HP regen. The reason for this is because we were in a meta where HP regen was a little bit too strong. It was used way too much. So they've gone ahead, they've done that, they've nerfed... not really nerfed, they've just adjusted phase and Narbash so they no longer provide HP regen. The one good thing that came out of that is that it kind of leveled the playing field between Narbash and phase as far as who's the best healer. If you were to go back to before this happened, phase had the best healing. It may not, you know, at certain points it may not have been technically as strong if Narbash had his healing on. Pretty sure it actually was, but regardless, just the fact that she could passively heal and she had an ultimate which also healed, and, you know, spamming an ability to heal, she was the better healer, and Narbash had fallen off a little bit. Still extremely usable, but she was definitely the better healer. The reason why this is not an issue is because in a lot of different types of games, the developers and the communities push metas, okay? Metas develop and they stay for a while and they disappear and a new meta forms. The way that this is happening in Paragon is the way that happens in a lot of other games, and that is with balance passes. Okay, so we've had Sprite get nerfed, we've had a bunch of other cards get buffed. We've had a bunch of heroes get adjusted, a couple of heroes get buffed. The fact that Severog got his buff has pushed him to the forefront of jungling or offlaning, really. He's just super strong right now. You could argue that he's kind of too strong, much along the lines of Shinbi, but at a certain point, probably within the next month, or maybe even version 45, adjustments will be made again. Epic Games, Paragon, the game changes very quickly. Epic Games patch their game every week, we all know that. They do multiple balance passes a month or per version, and the game shifts and the meta changes and it keeps it fresh. You know, certain heroes will always be on top and then they'll get adjusted, and certain other heroes will become on top. And it's not really an issue. Now, I realize that I do cry foul about balance all the time, most notably about heroes that are just way too strong, because I have no issue with there being strong heroes. It's just when a hero gets nerfed for silly reasons, or buffed for silly reasons rather, when they were already very strong, it's very annoying because it seems silly. But for the most part, balance has to happen frequently. It does. And what it does is, as we said, forces a new meta, forces old metas out, keeps the game fresh, and it's something that's always going to happen. You cannot have a game where every single hero is balanced. When you try to have a game where every single hero is balanced, there is still always going to be a couple of heroes that are stronger. It's just the way that games work. You're going to have a few heroes that are stupidly strong, and if they get to the point where, quote unquote, the game is completely balanced as far as heroes go, it's hard to, adjust those top tier heroes, because they're going to be top tier heroes based on their kit. So there's always going to be someone that's out front, someone that's at the bottom, and Epic does a pretty good job of rotating this when they do balance passes, whether it's intentional or not. So don't worry about FaZe, don't worry about Narbash, don't worry about Sevrog. We're going to go through a couple of weeks where, for the first week, a new meta kicks in. There's going to be a few top tier heroes. Shinbi is still there for some stupid reason. That is dumb. I don't know why Shinbi got buffed. She didn't need to get buffed. No, and it's going to shift. It will shift eventually, so don't worry about that. So that's pretty much all I wanted to talk about today. If I was going to answer the question, is version 44.3 balanced? No. It's not ever going to happen. We've got issues with lane imbalance for the 2v2 lane. One team has an advantage for gold buff, one team has an advantage for exits. So in a way that's kind of balanced. One team's got an easier gold buff, one's got an easier exit. Same for the off lane. And there is the argument that one team has the better Fangtooth position, one has the better Prime position, but that'll change eventually. I'm pretty sure they're going to actually change the map soon. And just adjust it a bit so it's a bit more symmetrical if they want to go along these lines, because it's going to need to be more symmetrical, or at least have better options for both teams to get out. But yeah, is it balanced? No. Is it as balanced as it probably should be each month? Probably, yeah. Like I said, they're going to change heroes, and heroes are going to come in and out, and things are going to be balanced one way and then balanced towards the other way. And that's just the way it is. So try not to get too upset about it. But if you have any opinions on this matter, I'd love to hear your opinions. So leave them in the comment section down below. Smash the like button if you enjoyed the video. Subscribe for more Paragon content. With that said, thank you so much for watching. Love your face. I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.